joining us here at Auto Expo 2016. I mean, to start with, we are sitting inside an indigenously developed Euro 6 truck from Ashok Leyland.
Yes.
So just take us through this journey. I mean, why Euro 6 and how it was done? Just take us through this.
I think even before the current spate of the news in terms of pollution in Delhi and therefore overall country and therefore the need for preponing Euro 6, we had been working on a Euro 6 primarily for the export markets. So when this happened, we thought it's apt that we demonstrate our capability in the Euro 6 arena. So this is basically a Neptune N6 engine. It's a platform we developed recently. We worked with our sister company Albanair in the after treatment space. So basically the idea was to showcase a vehicle in the Auto Expo with Euro 6 capability, but also with the spec that is of a typical European tractor. It's both for us to show that we have the technology available and we also are capable of doing it. So
And you've also launched, apart from this, 3 interesting products here at the show.
Yes.
Just explain a few words on each product.
I think one is a series hybrid bus. What's different is it's a series hybrid, and instead of lithium-ion batteries, it's called ultra capacitors, which has its own advantages. It is a fairly modern layout in terms of inside seating capacities and so forth. The other is a school bus, which I think the theme is a safe, happy school bus. We got a whole slew of safety factors in there, starting with a low step height for kids to get into it. It has got rollover protection and frontal impact protection. It's got, in terms of full visibility for the driver, good ventilation visibility for the kids. Also, it's got antibacterial treatment for all the touch points the kids have. I think to us it looks like a clear winner in terms of the features we are providing. The other product is actually a variant of the Boss to look at a particular segment in that space. And I think the thought process there is we don't compromise on the features that the customers like in the Boss, primarily a lot of vehicle comfort features. At the same time, give a product that is actually more value than the Boss product.
So these products are technologically quite superior than what we used to have in the Indian market.
Yeah.
Looking beyond Ashok Leyland, what does this mean to the Indian commercial vehicle industry? Because there's always a talk of a gap between the Indian market and developed markets like Europe and the US. But now we can clearly see this gap reducing. So where do you see India is actually heading in terms of technology and capability?
And I think there's always, each market is different. It depends on the application, the road conditions and so forth. So it is not really correct to say we should be at the same level as European guys. For example, the power to weight ratios, we may never need the kind of power to weight ratios that the Europeans have. But what you're seeing is over time the gap narrowing, whether it's in the emissions front, whether it's in the safety front, or even things like aesthetic and styling. You'll see that gap reducing. But we'll never probably see the same power to weight ratio, 600 horsepower engines and so forth like in Europe. But I think over the next 10 years, the gap will be a lot less. Yeah. But I think still the key is to develop products that actually is the right product for the Indian customer, rather than trying to mimic something in Europe. Yeah.
When you mentioned you were looking at Euro 5 and Euro 6 products for the global markets, what is the current scenario and what's the roadmap you're looking at?
I think we were looking at it in a very futuristic sense. Now that Euro 6 is coming to India, we're actually going to refocus and spend all our efforts on Euro 6 for India. So I think in parallel with the same technology, we'll probably go into certain countries with possibly Euro 6. Yeah.
Okay, probably one last thing on, again, there's a lot of talk on alternative mobility, sustainable mobility. So we have electric, then there's a talk of hybrid and a couple more technologies. What is your opinion? I mean, will all of these coexist with respect to India and also with respect to overseas markets? Or do you see one, becoming better?
No, I think there'll be mixed, right? I think it's pollution control, for example. If that is a key reason for all these alternate technologies, especially in the city space, city area, you probably see a mix of all electric vehicles in the core of the city. You'll probably see hybrids, and also start seeing a little bit more clean diesels, Euro 5, Euro 6s and so forth. think it's a combination of all these that actually end up playing. In the trucks, I don't see electric trucks in the long haulage space. You probably see electric trucks within the city, last mile delivery type trucks. But long haulage trucks, I don't see them becoming moving away from diesels that quickly.
The e-Dost which you had showcased, what is the status? Any progress on that front?
We've been working on it, but I think, as I said, the market for a truck with full electric seems to be limited. I mean, we got some interest from a lot of captive users in the companies, but nothing, so not necessarily large volumes and so forth. So I think it's still sort of product is there, but the market is not ready yet, sort of a thing.
We have always seen Ashok Leyland bringing indigenous way of bringing new technologies, say like a 900 mm front engine process, 650 mm floor process. What is those kind of technologies in these Euro 6 new products?
I'm not able to disclose the exact layout at this point because there's a little bit of a innovation going on, but I think over time we'll realize that our combination of after-treatment engine changes is a little bit unique. Unfortunately, I'm not able to disclose it at this point. Yeah, but there is definitely. I mean, it's not like we want to apply what is in Europe or anywhere else. We will have to. We will be forced to look at the value there. So I think, and we are.
And for the horsepower of 400, the 1600 Newton meter was a little lower compared to what is available actually. Was it actually derated to match the norms, or it is?
No, I think, see, again,
somewhere around 2000 is what we see.
You see it in the tippers,
yes.
That patch. So the question is, do we look at for what market? For a tractor market, 600 is reasonable. For the tipper, we'll have to look at further tuning the torques.
So the engine is still capable of taking higher
Engine is capable of taking torques. Okay.
Thank you, Dr.
All right. Thank you very much.